drops down to P6 still.
Round one, the first round of the Flashback Championship. Meanwhile, Kirkman is trying to be overtaken. And he's been again.
Oh, here we go. There's side by side here. No way.
He's done it.
For this next description, since we were missing a voice recording, we got some information off their website. IJRL, which stands for It's Just a Racing League, is a league with 3 tiers, founded in 2020 by a group of three friends in the UK during the first COVID-19 lockdown. The first season consisted of 1 tier with a 21 race calendar on the F1 2020 game. The league had over 30 members competing, many who are still with them today, taking part. After that first season, the 3 admins transferred ownership of the league to another one of their friends who had been bringing members with his F1 live streams on Twitch. Since their tour took over the league, it has since grown to a community of over 300 members across 3 tiers of racing, with a refined system in place to keep them all running smoothly. And as of the beginning of summer 2022, is going into its 5th season, the last of which will be in the F1 2021 game before the release of F1 22. Currently, the league is in its 8th season and it's owned by Much. Upon joining, new members can stay in the server or sign up as a driver, media member, commentator or staff via 4 Google Forms. The league also focuses on the community side, having created channels for members to chat in, share clips, art, or their rig setups, and instant discussions are public. The league seems very simple to newcomers, and although we couldn't see many channels due to the roles we had been assigned, we were sure there's yet so much to be discovered by signing up. Only time will tell what the future in the Flashback Championship will be like for IJRL.
Yeah,
Hugh knocks
impact goes
impacts
off
off.
wide. Impact goes off wide.
Oh, but to me it looks like Hugh hit him there.
I didn't see that, but I just saw it go off wide.
But look here now.
You're going to get double overtaken now. Rishan came off best out of everyone
Well,
there.
he hits the back of Hugh there. Has he got damage? Nope, doesn't look like to me. Exits in the back of Rupee.
I think personally, our league KOR is more than just a F1 league racing league. I think it's a community where anyone can just join and have a conversation with each other about whatever it may be. If it's about F1, if it's about sim racing, if it's about football, I think we have a lot of members that are just up for a chat, and I think that's quite a nice environment to be in, where you can just talk to anyone and everyone's very friendly. In terms of the racing side, the league racing side, I think we sort of proposed quite a competitive league overall. I would say that with our 3 tiers that we have running at the moment, that it's very equal in terms of pace. So I think we've laid it out pretty well in terms of lineup. It's very close, close and competitive, which I think is a good thing to have in a league. In terms of when we started about 3 months ago, I think, maybe a bit less. Maybe 2 months ago. and I think the server's grown quite quickly. I think mainly because we have a TikTok page, and we have lots of commentators, lots of different commentators that we have commentating different races. So I think that spreads the league around a little bit, and through other stuff as well, other social media stuff. In terms of the server structure, obviously you have like the welcome page and stuff like that to greet people. Whenever anyone joins, we'll send a personal message to them in public chat, and greet them and tell them what they need to do if they want to sign up, because of course we have our sign-ups page, where we have our normal driver sign up, we have our TP sign up, FIA sign up, commentator sign up, and then realistic tier sign up. So the way a driver sign up is just sign up if you want to race in tier 1 or tier 2. We ask that they do Silverstone, time trial, and a Monza time trial, and then based on your pace we'll put you in whatever tier suits you the best. And of course realistic tier, pretty self-explanatory. It's just our own tier with realistic performance, and I think everyone quite enjoys that, and we're planning to change that up a little bit next season. In terms of everything else, we've got the general drop down. It's just like general chat, announcements for the league. Whenever we're doing something quite whenever something quite big is going on, we'll use this channel. Like the other week we had our 100 member special race, and we did a 100% race for that. We used that to ping everyone. We have about 3 graphic designers at the moment that make our graphics. We have some smart ones, mainly just for like lineups, and then we have one for attendance and changes every week, so that's quite smart. The main sort of layout and preparation is me and the other admins. Obviously we will open the lobby, get everyone in, which usually goes pretty simply. We have a lot of reserves at the moment, so we usually get it's usually 17 plus every race, which is nice because that means full quali. In terms of stewarding, what we'll do is we usually have one person. If there's one admin that isn't racing, they will spectate or they will watch the stream and just note certain things that may happen during the race if it's caught. So that's good. If there's no one, then of course we have FIA, that will review clips after the race. So not a big deal if no one's spectating the race. And then after, I guess we'll post the results and then driver of the day, vote, and then we'll let everyone post if they had any incidents, they'll post them, and then that's pretty much what goes on before and after the race. Overall, we're here to win, and I think we can. I'm relatively confident with our lineup that we have, that we can not only win races, but I think we can fight for the championship, which would be nice. I'm sure it's a very competitive league in itself, so it would be nice to have a close battle with someone. But yeah, we're here to win. I think that's what we're definitely going to be aiming to do. I hope, I hope KOR can really prove themselves, and overall, just let people know that another reason to join KOR, that it is competitive. That's one good reason to, I guess, be driving in this championship. It's a sort of spread, like all the leagues racing in the championship. I'm sure they just want to spread their league about a bit, it should be fun. I'm very excited to start, and I hope it's a good season for all leagues racing. And yeah, best of luck to everyone.
So, my name is Sidak, owner of Global Formula League, better known as GFL. So, short summary, we are currently in our 8th season with currently 4 tiers. Everything started in 2021, and the server structure is a little bit chaotic, I have to say. Yeah, you can have multiple chats here about football. You have the lounge. You can sign up as a driver, reserve or full-time for all of the tiers, and you can look for other players for other games. So we're basically trying to get a community sorted as well, apart from the league structure. How does every channel work? Basically, when you sign up, you have a form where you fill that out. And then we're giving you a DM saying we saw your sign up, and we will sort you into a tier. When you are in a tier, you have certain check-in channels where you have to check in. Check-ins normally open 3 to 4 days before the race as well. A new feature we have implemented is that we have a realistic weather. So every time on the day before the race, for each tier, we're having a weather report for the next day. So we're looking into the real life weather. So if it's raining, then it rains in the race as well, so that everybody can practice. For the races as well, a little bit was a bit of the drivers' vote. They wanted to try it out. They have themselves practice for wets or for dries, so they have the opportunity of trying both. What happens on race days, race preparation, normally it is that, like I said, one day before we are sending out the weather report, and then 1 hour before we are setting the reserves into the grid. For people that decline and wrote our absence reason, they will basically get drafted into seats, the reserves, and yeah, then basically you have 1 hour. And then 15 minutes before the race, the lobby opens, and then everybody has to join. There is a short quali and then a 50% race. Stewarding is afterwards. So after the race, there's an incident form opened, and where every driver can, in the span of 24 hours, can send in their incident reports, and then the stewards will get each report shown, and they can then handle to our rulebook. We have a huge rulebook with every rules, as well as you can't retire before the 50% mark, even if you are going into the pit lane, because we had quite some unfortunate races where people just retire at lap 10, and then in lap 12 or lap 13 the safety car shows up, and then they're saying, oh my god, why did I retire? We're just trying to, with that, get the players still in the game and in the feeling, and so that they think still everything is possible for them, and it is, because it's racing. What I wish for GFL in the Flashback Championship is basically to win it. Our tier 1 is crazy fast, and with a lot of drivers in there as well. They're all really close together. We had Spain yesterday driven, and the times were 1:10.4, and then from that downwards there was a lot competition. So yeah, I'm really hoping forward to winning the championship. I really hope to gain some reputation from other leagues as well, so we can maybe do some of those events even more. Yeah, that's basically it. I hope everybody liked what I said. If you have questions or anything, you can ask me in the Discord or anything. I will be gladly helping you. Until then, I think you should have a good time. and we will see us hopefully in the Flashback Championship. Tipbrick into P3 from P1. Freddy is losing P6 for now. Is there a switchback move against Owen Corte, getting pushed off track there slightly, and now everybody overtakes.
Not able to make a move, not even able to get
Freddy on the overtake against Lewis Cook around the outside of the next one. Is he getting past the AlphaTauri? The AlphaTauri is still fighting for it. There's a yellow flag that's Continental out of the race, still fighting for Lewis Cook. And
he's just got to be really careful he doesn't lose it in this third sector.
I think he can take pole. I think he can take pole weeks up here, to be fair.
It's going to be close, isn't it? But if he doesn't maximise that final corner, but he just wants to bank. He just wanted to bank the lap time, I think, because I think he backed out of that final corner a little bit. But it's good enough for P2, so front row currently for Freddy, and that's a lovely lap.
Really good lap there.
Thank you, Luigi, for inviting us, Giswa, to the Flashback Championship, mate. It's such an honour to compete in this championship. But yeah, let's get started. Giswa basically is a semi-try-hard cross-platform league where drivers with a variety of skill levels share the grid. We're close to creating a second div, whether that be using Formula 1 or Formula 2 cars. But for now, you know, it's worked well. It's worked quite well. Giswa basically begun me and my mate and fellow Giswa owner, Genius Nature, creating a GT Sport League. And this was before F1 was cross-platform, sorry. But when F1 became cross-platform, our league, my other F1 league on PS4, which I had from back in the day, like a few months before, and another league, it was basically the same F1 league, but an Xbox version run by my other mate Coward. We all like merged into one whole league. So yeah, after we merged, it kind of created Giswa as we know today. Usually before a race day, we send an announcement saying the time that we're racing, which is usually 7 PM British summertime or Greenwich Mean Time. The track that we're racing at, the race procedure, usually what we do after qualifying for the sprint race, depending on the race weekend, we leave the lobby and create a new lobby, as that helps reduce the likelihood of desync. And driver availability. Basically, drivers literally put their thumbs up if they're ready to race. Stewarding happens post-race with drivers sending clips of evidence through. So yeah, that's quite simple. Usually that's done at least within the next 24 to 48 hours post-race. With that said, in the Flashback Championship, I hope that our Giswa drivers can not only be competitive, but also show the world that they have great potential, and that I guess with Giswa and more importantly, our league has great potential to become, well, a serious league with, who knows, maybe even prize money in the future. But yeah, that's what Giswa is basically in a nutshell. And yeah, thank you, Luigi, for having us in the Flashback Championship.
Oh, who's going to be latest in the race? It looks like Coward, maybe Dino, but through goes Chiconas. Unbelievable stuff through turn 13. And we've just got a safety car deployed. Alright, so now let's go on board with Chiconas 5 on the speedway. Out the chicane they go. Dino Bambino all over the rear wing. The GS7 Mercedes man. Coward decides to follow. Well, both drivers, it seems like they tried out braking each other. We've just opened up for Chiconas, just like that. Easy move for Chick. But how long you can keep this up for, I'm not sure, because Dino and Coward are clearly faster. Chick also has some floor damage that he received from an opening, I think it was lap 40.
Hello everyone, it's Mantinio, Voravo Racing League owner. Today I will give a short explanation of who we are as a racing league and how do we operate. Voravo stands for We Race as One, meaning no matter your gender, nationality, age, skin color or beliefs, we are all the same human beings with desire to have fun and competitive racing environment. This league started on F1 22 game this March. The league started because of my idea to create something fun for myself, since the game was pretty bad. Also because I was good with organizing stuff and the new F1 season was just around the corner. League started as more of a casual one. We did 50% races every day and followed in real life F1 calendar. through a lot of trial and error, and after some time, we managed to create a non-toxic, respectful, and fun racing environment for everyone else. As for server structure, we have 14 different categories where we split the most important information, such as rules, video evidence, leakers results, standings, team channels, F1 talk, race control channels, general chat channels, and so on. On racing days, we race 3 times a week. The Wednesdays 9 p.m. British Summer Time, 35% racing distance. Saturday 6 p.m. British Summer Time, 50% racing distances. And Sunday 6 p.m. British Summer Time, 100% racing distances. On racing days, I usually take time for recruiting other drivers personally for participation. Sometimes we do practice sessions with others as a preparation for the events. Lobby usually opens 15 minutes earlier and we start races 5-10 minutes later, because we wait for everyone to be in a lobby if they struggle with disconnections or not being able to join. After race ends, drivers can submit the ticket with video evidence to our stewards, which we review it together and make a decision usually same or next day after races. After that, standings and results goes out the same day. Usually it happens 2-3 days after racing event ends. Also, I wanted to mention as why our league is different than everyone else's. We are always looking to add a new exciting innovations here, such as drivers transfer market system, teams budget salary cap system, and driver safety class system. For example, safety class system is drivers being placed into one safety rating, depending on their racecraft, and the higher a safety rating is, the more points you will get in comparison to lower safety rating drivers. So what would be our league's goals here? First of all, to have fun racing others. Second of all, to not involve ourselves in drama if something happens and minimize incidents that we might create. And third one would be to not be eliminated first. We are very excited to be a part of this and we cannot wait for this championship to start. See you on the racing track.
2, 3, 4, fire lights. These lights are and away we go. Mikali tries to give it a start at Mantino and he does so. Can Mantino take the lead off the start? No, he won't. He has the outside though. He has to go a bit deep. He has to go deep at turn 1. He gets dropped and he takes contact with the Haas and they both spin off. Oh my god, what is going on? They took out 4 cars off the start. What is going on? Oh my god.
PRT, which stands for Power Racing Team, is an esports team linked to Power Racing League, founded in 9th June 2023 by G-King and CT08, whereas it is managed by Diane Guadler. The team has 55 members and it looks to be growing in the right direction, currently participating in 4 different tournaments, including the Flashback Championship. Upon joining, the team tries to evaluate whether you are fit enough to join them with some questions to determine your racing experience as well as your overall pace and whether you'd be interested in commentating for the team. After doing so, you're all set. Team members also help each other by sharing rigs and setups in the appropriate channel that the Discord server has. It looks like the PRT could be challenging a few of the leagues participating this season, considering their organization as a team. Everything is where it should be, and it's quite simple and understandable. It's only a matter of time to see how they will perform on track.
It's not out for them yet, it's now out for them. And the lights go out and they all try and get the best start that they can through turn 1. We've seen incidents of people going wide there in the past, but it looks to all be good and dandy as a massive concertina happens, and it looks like MV's been spun around. Williams is off the other Ferrari of Twist as well, Mercedes of Shadow, and it looks like Dorsey is benefiting from this side-by-side time last lap, and Deakin watches on. Deakin tries to take the advantage of the Haas Alpine scrap down the inside of Bertrand's we go with the Alfa Romeo, and now around the outside they try and hold it. That could be a fantastic move all the way around the outside, keeps it within the track limits. ERS blind for the Alpha Romeo as they fan wheels towards Cop's corner. They've seen what happened between the two drivers last lap around and goes out wide and has to sit back for now.
Planet Sim Racing Team is a league founded in September 2022 by Kirk Milakis, which is yet to start Season 3, and it is mainly a Greek league, which is welcome to anyone even if not Greek, despite the languages being mainly Greek. League members do also speak English. The league welcomes new members into the server by having them introduce themselves to the league in terms of past experience and sign up should they want to drive in the league. HSRT asks for time trials and essential information such as gamer tag and platform, then asking them to create their own team within the league. Depending on the driver's time trials, they will be allocated into a specific team. Although the league hasn't started the season yet either, they seem to be very open and friendly to new members, often organizing social races or some leagues to keep their members entertained, and you don't even need to sign up. As long as you're clean, the league is fine with it. We couldn't find any stewarding channels in the league, so we can't speak on that matter. However, it seems like HSRT could be one to watch considering they're one of the most open leagues to participate in the Flashback Championship. ZRL, which stands for Zoro Racing League, is a league with two tiers known as Z1 and Z2, founded on 16th November 2021 by Jack Hamill and Calder, currently on their 5th season in a row. The league is mainly focused towards attracting members with a vast amount of media-related content the league hosts on a daily basis. They even allow you to download all the logos they have via a dedicated channel. The league welcomes any member into their server with dedicated channels to just communicate with fellow members or just have fun with fellow lappers, although it is mainly thought for drivers to drive. Upon joining and wanting to drive, the league asks the new and upcoming drivers to answer a few questions, reminding them clean driving is more important than speed. Staff will then assign a division and a team, reminding anyone signing up that failing to attend the 3 races without reason or without showing enough commitment, they will have no hesitation in mind. Considering they focus a lot towards media-related content, the league, as much as it also hosts regular races during the season, also covers interviews, race predictions, and more to keep the members entertained even without races in sight. As for stewarding, ZRL has a classic and simple stewarding system. Clips get sent in a channel with the steward review them. The analyses are written in appropriate channels, as well as the uploads, which are discussed in the appropriate channels. Last but not least, ZRL also saves track records and stats about the season in specific channels where the drivers can have a look at. A nice little way to keep the track of history within. That said, ZRL could be looking at a nice comeback this season. There's only one way to go.
Still side by side, Frugal Mars takes the inside line, Dizzy on the outside, Frugal's got the advantage. But Dizzy continues on, it's going to put him under pressure from Eric now behind as well, who's joining the fight.
FSC, which stands for Formula Series Championship, is a realistic league founded on 19th February 2020 by Luigi, who chooses player cards. The league has grown quite a lot since then, currently on its 6th season, and also the Spark, which gave life to the Flashback Championship, owned by the same person, hosted by a different league, also participating. The league is separated into a community and a league server, where the community server serves as a sort of F1 app to keep members updated on results, standings and more. The league server, known as the FSC Paddock, is where the league is all focused. The league in fact offers realistic elements such as injuries as a result of crashes or travelling from circuit to circuit, but also budgets, car development and more. For drivers, the league looks like any normal league. For who wants a more realistic experience though, it looks as if the league has got that covered too. Even though the league has not started racing yet, it welcomes any new member by asking them what role they'd like to receive to then redirect them to the appropriate sign-up channel. For drivers, evaluations are a must. As for stewarding, like in any league, drivers open a ticket to report the incident. The FIA publishes the analysis and drivers are allowed to appeal up to 24 hours after the analysis. However, teams can also be inspected if their cars are not following the rules correctly. FSC also tracks league stats, including their entire league history from the start to today. At the moment, it looks like they're making some updates on it, as we were not able to view it. We wish the best to FSC in the Flashback Championship as they embark on their third season within return.
That race, and that's all Stower's Faith needs as he makes his way through Stowe Corner now. He's now got a run up to the last break on the circuit, to the Vale chicane, through Vale, into the final corner now. He's got to put the power down one more time and just make it to one more corner. And Stower's Faith is going to win the British Grand Prix for Xenon Porsche. And that is a lovely victory there for Stower's Faith. Kirsty Blade takes the fastest lap of the race.
Well, what is URL? Well, URL stands for United Racing League. Was started back in 2020 with 50% race, 50% races, short quali or full quali if we have more than 16 people. Well, basically, what happens on race day in our server is the lobby host will do a ping in announcements for the people to join the lobby, and then they have a 15-minute window to join, so 15 minutes before the race to basically when the race should start or qualifying should start. Stewarding, yeah, we have we have a head steward and one other steward, so at the moment we are lacking, but should be able to get it back running easily. Well, what do you use for Euro on the Flashback Championship? Basically, just win again. We won last season due to some shenanigans, but yeah, I hope Euro wins.
No, this is gonna be hairy. Oh god.
Nothing
Just keeps it.
happened. And it seems like Grace is going to win.
Tyler's screaming out.
Maldonado needs to retire as he is officially disqualified from the session.
We don't follow the effect. We have our own stuff.